governments around the world must take rapid action to curb rising temperatures.
No challenge poses a greater threat to future generations than climate change.
Climate change is having an impact now.
Climate change is getting worse.
Earth is warming.
The very livability of our planet is at stake.
We're on a course for an uninhabitable Earth.
The collapse of our civilizations and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon.
Since the last 30 years, the world's lost over 300 million acres of trees.
We have absolutely created havoc, and that has a direct result on what's going on from a climate perspective. Of course, we're in trouble. It's game over.
A bigger appreciation for forests because they're very important to saving the world, where people don't make that connection.
My name's Andrew Walker. I'm a mechanical engineer and the co-founder of Droneseed Technologies. What we need to do is, as humanity, as a globe, stop cutting away the Earth's lungs and start mitigating global warming by reforesting. And that's what Droneseed Technologies is about, is bringing a solution that we can do this reforestation on a global, scalable way.
I'm Andries Low. I am the co-founder of Droneseed Technologies. Droneseed Technologies have developed technology that can plant trees with drone. And how do we do it? With a seed pod.
We're taking off-the-shelf drone technology, and then we have developed a payload system, which is a delivery system for taking these pods and putting them into the ground. The software that we use allows us to fly autonomously, and every time we plant a tree, we are able to log a GPS position when we fire it into the ground. That allows us to come back at a later date, fly the same route, map the same route, and we can quantify the success of every single tree that we planted.
By making use of a pneumatic firing system, we can plant 2 tree seeds per second, and approximately 40,000 trees a day with a team of 2 people. By using a technique called swarming, one pilot can fly up to 5 drones at the same time. It's better and more effective than conventional manual planting. A normal tree planter can do 800 trees per day. We can do 40,000 seeds per day. The germination rate of our seed pods are approximately 80%.
And what's extremely special about this seed pod is it carries over 1 gram of carbon. What we're trying to do is sequester carbon out of the atmosphere, or CO2 out of the atmosphere, by planting trees, but we're also planting carbon from rotting, dying vegetation, creating carbon and putting it back into the ground.
In that seed ball, there is all the means for it. There's carbon in it, and there's nutrient in it, and there's mycorrhiza to assist their roots. Everything this plant needs to get healthy and to start interacting with the soil, it's got with it right now.
As it rains, the carbon absorbs the water, allows the seed to germinate, and then the seed puts down its roots.
And if you look at this one as well, you can see how it's melting into the soil around it. These are about 5-6 days old.
And the goodness from inside the pod will then come into the soil to give the root system of the seed everything it needs to grow.
The seed can also be protected in that little ball from insects and rodents and birds and things like that, which a field can lose about 30% of its seeds. These pods here, they've got no doubt that they will grow. So it's a big conference center that we're building under the soil and allowing everything to come together. It's giving it room, which we basically denuded before. That little pod will allow that first room to exist. CO2 is critical to our survival. And if we could take all the agricultural land in the world and lift it by half, by 1%, we could sequestrate more CO2 than what we're pumping out through our energy sectors.
The importance of this and the importance of reforestation and stopping deforestation to help sequester the carbon, the CO2 out of the atmosphere, mitigate the level of warming over the course of the next 30 years, and give our next generation a fighting chance of having the Earth left in a sustainable way.
And we have the means to do that. We have the understanding now.
There's only one way to do it, and this is with technology.
Our goal at Droneseed Technologies is to be planting by 2023 100 million trees a year by using the carbon seed pods. That's the start of what we need to be doing. We need to act today.